EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Downs. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Snap it to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much in that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's got it still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard. Now they've got 1st and goal.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Barrels ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boston College's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll give it to him again. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Golden Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Here we go, here we go. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
Boston College, 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Eagles. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds his man, it's Church. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll try the right side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Downs. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job of execution on the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And the extra point is good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air. It's Downs. Got his man down the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Noles moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he makes the catch. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Pulls it in. It's Church. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Good timing on the quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Got the quick pass. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Like that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Dropping back, it's Downs. Using the quick game. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Florida State! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Downs. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Buchanan. Touchdown, no! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David. Feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better.
Just steamrolling the defense. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads it left. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The quick out, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. He's going for the goal line, and they will score. Touchdown, Boston College!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Boston College, 21.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows it.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Boston College right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking to fire. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
Wants to throw it. Finds his man. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks it up, still on his feet. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 4 over Virginia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big time.